From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina. Today is Tuesday. That would be the Tuesday, right?
That's right.
Second day of the work week for most people. It's Tuesday, the 26th of April, 2016, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
You are.
I am.
President of the Chamber of Commerce of Wayne County. You guys do a fantastic job over there.
You're very, very gracious.
Very good job over there. You're into everything. And you've got something coming up the end of this week. I want to mention that.
Sure.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's on the 28th?
That is,
Thursday.
on Thursday.
All right. Not quite the end of the week.
Not quite the end of the week. We're going to round out the end of the week.
Yeah.
But we're going to be at Wayne Memorial Hospital for the annual healthcare hot topic.
Oh, boy.
And certainly on the minds and conversations of a lot of people here in Wayne County is, what is this local partnership and recent announcement that Wayne Memorial Hospital is partnering with UNC Healthcare? So we want to bring that to the forefront of your attention and hear from both parties. Again, this is a recent partnership. It's going to be very good for our community. But I'm sure, like myself, you've got questions. Come, let's be a part of the conversation. We're going to be at Wayne Memorial Hospital on Thursday at 7:30 a.m. Bright and early.
I'll be there.
And we'll get you out by 9 o'clock. Okay, good.
Okay.
I didn't want to put you on the spot in front of our friends, but you'll be there?
Well, they'll understand. I will be there. I will be there. And in fact, it'll be, I'm going to be at Dr. Duggan's presentation the night before.
Okay. Ooh, what kind of presentation?
He's a lipid person. He's a lipidologist. He's a lipitorium. I don't know.
Making that word.
He'll be speaking on cholesterol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. So you'll be filming
I'm going to film that,
to share with our friends.
Yes. Yeah.
What an important subject,
yeah,
and he is quite brilliant.
He is
quite the reputation.
He is brilliant, and with the talking about the cholesterol and the situation, and this man knows what he's talking about. He was recently certified by a board of lepidopterists. Wait a minute, those are butterflies. Never mind that. Okay. Didn't mean that, Doc. You're not a butterfly. Okay. Anyway, you understand. Okay.
So it's a busy week.
Yeah,
That'll
it's going to be a busy week.
That'll be great. And
yeah.
that'll be Wednesday evening at Wayne Memorial?
That's this Wednesday evening. I think it's the 27th. Tomorrow night.
Yeah, so coming up on, but I'll tell you, Wayne Memorial is doing great programs throughout the week, throughout the year.
Yeah.
So, they'll do sessions on diabetes and you name it across the board. So you can visit their website for a full list of upcoming events.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
Yes. There you go. Here's today's trivia question. All right. We ready for this?
I think so.
All right. Here we go. Category is, let's pick a question here. Okay. Here's a good one. Relatively simple. I'm relatively simple. I don't talk about my relatives, though. Let's see now. Okay. No, here's a better question. Well, the battle between, the war between the states. The war between the states. We have the North and the South, mostly separated by the Mason-Dixon line. In the South, which state was the first state to secede from the Union?
Good question.
Which state was the first state to secede from the Union? I will tell you it was not North Carolina. A lot of people say, oh, I know North Carolina. It was not. But
wait, what do people say? How do they say it?
Hey, what's probably North Carolina.
No, they don't say it like that. My cousin says it like that. He says he's not,
I thought you didn't talk about your relatives.
I don't talk about my relatives. Relatively speaking. Okay, let's go to something else. Let's see. Here's what we have everywhere. On the other hand, we have different fingers.
We do.
Yes. Okay, Red Cross blood drive for you coming up on May 3rd. May 3rd will be at Rosewood High School. You know where that is. It's in Rosewood.
Yes.
And in fact, it's on Rosewood Road in Rosewood, USA. And that starts at 9 a.m. There's a second on May 12th that begins at 2 p.m. at St. Stephen's Episcopal Church here in downtown Goldsboro. Okay.
I had the opportunity to speak at Spring Creek High School last week for their National Honor Society induction.
Wow.
So it was great to spend the morning with them. And I'll tell you, you know how my husband jokes. He bought me a sweatshirt that said, "Oh, look, a squirrel." So you know how my brain works.
Jeremiah. That's
so
a good
I'm
one.
speaking in front of these great kids, and as they're being inducted, and their parents are over here, and there's some peers in there as well. And all I kept focusing on were these ginormous ferns. They had these 2 ferns on the flanking the stage. So I'm talking to them about leadership and life skills and soft skills and
all that time?
employability. The whole time I'm like, they are huge, they are amazing. So when I was done, I said something to one of the guys, and he said, our FFA club does those. We have a nursery in the back. And I was like, you have a what?
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, these ferns were huge. Well, I had a function that night that I needed centerpieces for.
Oh.
So I said, do you have anything like this big, you know, that I can get?
Yeah.
Went by there. Beautiful, beautiful plants. Those kids are out there. They're taking care of them. I mean, it is awesome lessons folded in, and they're for sale to the community. So they're there Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Saturdays from 10 to 1.
Wow.
But I loaded up the trunk of my car with some of the most beautiful flowers.
And this is at Spring Creek.
Spring Creek High School.
Well, I knew about the nursery thing there,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize that it had gotten that big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So, and I believe there's several other high schools in our community that do the same thing. So, wherever you are in our community, I believe Eastern Wayne. I don't want to speak wrong, but contact the schools in your district, because it's a great way to support these local schools and the children that are working hard and
right.
make your yard look pretty.
I'll tell you who else you can call to find out about that as well would be Jessica Strickland over at the Cooperative
Absolutely.
Extension Service, 731-1520, 731-1520. All right?
Oh, look, a squirrel. It's time to go.
Hey, Fern, how you doing? I had a cousin named Fern. Anyway, we're going to, huh?
They were huge.
They were.
They were huge.
They were huge. We're going to go to our interview. We're going to do this, and we'll be back after that. Today we're visiting in the Princeton area, where we're visiting with some folks. Barb Williamson is with us, and Leslie Ingram is with us. So thanks for being here, first of all. How you doing?
Great.
That's
How are
good.
you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing just fine. Now, behind us, I see a lot of older farm equipment. I won't say old because that's not a good word, but older farm equipment. Now, Barb, tell us where this farm equipment came from. What's it doing here?
It came out of this barn. Originally, it came from over here where this barn is on the other side of the railroad track, and they moved it down the field when they bought this farm.
Okay.
And moved it over here, and Mr. Moulton packed this stuff in that barn.
Now, this is some pretty aged equipment here.
Yes.
So this is some older equipment. I see wagons, I see old tractors, I see hand plows.
You back to the 1800s up to now.
All right.
The Farmall tractor is a 1948 H Farmall.
An H.
An
Okay.
H.
Well, you can't wear those things out anyway.
sir.
Not a farm-all, you can't.
They're good tractors. But
Yes, they are.
this one's not frozen up, but it just don't run. It needs a little TLC.
Okay, don't ask me how to spell that. No, okay. But Leslie, what do you have to do with all this?
All of this came from my grandfather and father's farming experiences in life.
Is that right?
Yes.
So you had a personal relationship with this equipment here.
Oh yeah.
Did you happen
definitely.
to operate any of this equipment?
I did not.
Did not.
Well,
Good
I mean,
for you.
officially, I did drive the New Holland, the Ford, whenever I was in high school.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. This is some older equipment here. So we're going to walk around and look at some of these items and some of these things here. But first of all, I want to mention that these things, and this is after the fact now, so don't go running out the door right this minute. But these items were sold at auction just a few days ago. Barb, what is this thing here that, whatever this is here?
This is a corn sheller
I knew that.
made in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
You stick the ear corn down in here
Right.
and turn the crank. And
Turn
when
the
it
crank.
comes out the other side, it's shelled and it'll roll the cob right out the bottom.
Get out of here. And then you can make a pipe out of the cob there, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
If you wanted to.
Okay. All righty. How old is this thing? Do you have any idea?
Back in the early 1800s.
Early
early
1800s.
There's not a date on it, but it's very, very old.
All right. And there's a Hocking Valley Manufacturing Company, Lancaster, PA.
Yes, sir.
How about that? All right. That's a beauty.
And this one is basically the same. It's the
About the
same
same
thing,
thing.
just different manufacturer.
All right. Okay. Also, don't change anything. I want to walk over here just a second. You might want to try and follow me here. Let's walk over here a minute. Okay. What have we got here?
These are some milk bottles from Wayne County.
They're from where?
Wayne County.
Wayne County.
Wayne Dairy Cooperative.
Wayne Dairy Cooperative. How about that? All right. Now these have a little age on them too, don't
Yes,
they?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's a 1 quart.
Okay.
There's some half pints
Okay.
and pints.
And pints. All right.
There's some with Biltmore on them that came from. We're assuming they came from Biltmore Estates.
You would think.
With
Well,
the
they've got a big cattle farm up there anyway.
Yes,
you
sir.
know, big
Yes,
dairy
sir.
farm.
Yes, sir. But the ones from Wayne County,
Okay.
there's some. Let's see, Gardeners,
Okay.
and that's from Wayne County.
Okay.
There's just so many of them. It's hard to
All right.
keep up with all of them.
Well, let's move back over here. We're going to go back across the way here. Those grain. What are those?
This is a fertilizer distributor,
That's right.
and these are walking plows, pulled with a mule or a horse.
I'm familiar with these. I mean, I was just a baby,
Well,
you know,
I was never big enough to hold on to the handles, but
couldn't
I could hold on to the cross
to the middle part.
to
yeah.
the middle part.
All righty, we're going to move on here. All right, Leslie, we're over here looking at these big horseshoes.
Yes.
What are these for?
Not horses the way that you were just talking.
Oh, really?
No, they go around the necks of the horses
Oh,
or mule.
okay. I see. I see.
Yes.
So anybody that's got an old mule, old horse, they can fix them right up, right?
That's right.
All right. There's a bunch of these here.
We had a bunch of horses and mules.
Did you now?
Sure.
All right. Well, you had to have those, didn't you?
Yes.
If you're working
Run
a
all
farm.
this equipment, yes.
All of these bridles, all this horsey equipment here?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. There's a lot. In fact, I see a lot of horse collars
It
here.
just keeps going for days.
It does, doesn't it? You know, if you had an Edsel, well, no, never mind that. Okay. All right. Now, Leslie, we're looking at these big bowls here. What are these things here?
They're wash pots.
Wash pots.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I picture a Disney film, you know, with the witches standing around saying, double, double, toil and trouble.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Yes.
But that's what this is. These are wash. This is what people used to wash their clothes in, right?
Yes, and then later on they used it to make soup.
Ah,
No.
now you're talking. No, they didn't. No.
No.
All right. Okay, let's look over here behind us. We've got row upon row of plows.
Yes.
All right. Now these plows, some of these plows are pulled. In
Most
fact,
of them
I guess
are
all of them
pulled.
weren't
Yes,
they?
sir.
Yeah. I don't
Yes,
see
sir.
one that was pushed over
No,
here.
I'm
but,
pretty sure they're all pulling ones.
So you hook the mule up and you say, giddy up.
And you hope he goes in the right direction.
Yeah, and doesn't maybe he understands G and haw.
And straight.
And straight. G and haw and straight.
Yes.
Yeah, go that way.
Yes.
All right. Now, some of these have some age on them, don't they?
Just a couple of years, yes, sir. My grandparents actually passed away in '89
Yeah.
and moved here several years prior to that.
Yes.
And everything from retirement came to live in this barn. So,
Okay. from
farmed his
retirement-
whole life,
All right.
farmed his whole life and retired and packed it up.
All right.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. Okay. Well, we're going to walk around and look at some more things here.
That's great. We have plenty to look at.
Yes, you do. All right. I saw that. Leslie, what is this?
Officially, I don't remember. I know it's a double hand saw. Like,
It's
obviously, because we are holding it with double hands.
two-handed saw.
Yeah.
So for the bigger trees, the lumberjacks, if you would stand on each side of the tree, and they'd saw back and forth.
Yes, sir,
This
they
is
would.
long before chainsaws.
This is when real working out happened.
This is real working out. Yeah, that's exactly right. Because it took a lot of work to operate this thing.
Yes.
So you can imagine the strength and the stability and everything it took to bring a big tree down with this handsaw. And there's several here.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And there's actually several that I've taken for our family to put our names on.
Ah, okay.
So therefore we have like keepsakes from all of this stuff.
And these do make great wall hangings, if you will, and decorative. If you had a rustic-looking decor, these are ideal for that.
Yes.
All right, ring that bell.
It
All right.
does ring.
Does it really?
Yeah, we kind of dropped it and rang it yesterday.
You dropped it and rang it. It has a clapper in it?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
way to go. All
That
right.
way you won't be late for dinner.
That's exactly right, the big old dinner bell there. So
That's
you can be
right.
all the way over there and hear that thing ringing.
Yeah, because from what I understand, they farmed the other side of the railroad tracks all the way back.
Okay,
So,
all right.
I guess Grandma had to make sure that Grandpa made it back for dinner.
And could hear it, yeah.
Yeah.
It knew it was time to eat. All right, and rocking chairs, of course. Yeah.
Grandma
Gee,
was a
wh-
school teacher, so I'm going to not give her some credit that these may have come along her way of teaching school here at Princeton.
And I can tell you, these have a lot of age on them right here.
Yes,
these,
sir.
These desks right here, these have some age on them. All right, we're looking at an iron bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always been in the barn. I don't know the history of it specifically. It is what it is. You got to rest after a long day in the field.
Yep.
So.
Very familiar with them. Yes, indeedy. All right, the baskets. What did you use the baskets for?
I think to haul everything and anything.
Anything and everything. That's
Yes,
exactly
sir.
right. All right. So what did your grandfather grow mostly?
Actually, I think we're going to make it over to the Wagons in a little while.
Okay.
And there's one of the Wagons lists different things like corn and hay.
Okay.
And I'm sure beans and things of that
All
sort.
right.
And,
That's across the way. Let's walk over there.
all right, let's go.
Leslie, we're now looking at some of the wagons. There's several wagons out here. These have a lot of age on them. You can just tell they're an older wagon, used for a number of years. What do they do with these? What do they gather up here? I would presume corn would be one commodity.
Yes, I would definitely say corn. Hay also, just with some of the implements that we found in the barn.
Yeah.
I was fairly young when they passed away, so I
Really?
don't know everything. But this one's always been kind of interesting because of having this little tally on it.
Right.
So to keep up with what was being sold or how many wagonfuls were being taken to
Yeah.
sell, they would literally keep a tally and make sure that it got there, I'm assuming. So,
Exactly. All right. Very interesting. And
Yeah.
there, I didn't count how many there were, but there's probably about a dozen here or so, or close to it, 10 or 12 wagons or so. Now, these were primarily, you mentioned tenant farmers, primarily used by the tenant farmers.
yes, sir.
So your grandfather would lease farmland to the tenant farmers and then would receive a fee for letting them do that.
And I understand like they were working under him as well, if that makes
Okay,
sense.
yeah.
So, yeah, as many acres as he had, you couldn't really do it all on your own.
Couldn't do it all on your
Especially
own.
using this equipment.
Yeah,
So, you had to have a little helping hand.
very good. Okay. I see a safe here. What is this thing here?
Well, I mean, it is a safe.
Uh-huh.
Officially, I've never seen it open.
Okay.
My whole inheritance could be in it for all that I know.
Has anybody looked in it?
Mom says that she didn't have a key for it.
Uh-huh.
And so...
Well, I don't see where a key would go in, so this is strictly a tumbler kind of opener type of safe thing.
Yep, I'm going to go with she didn't have that either. So
Okay.
maybe we need a stethoscope
Yeah, that's
and
a
a tech
get
to...
a stethoscope. Maybe it's got a cold or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's good.
Very interesting.
Got any dynamite?
I'm all out today, sir.
Okay. All right. All right. That's good. Leslie, we're here at a contraption that's got round wheels.
That's always good.
Yeah, that's always good. So, but they're small and they're wooden wheels, banded in metal, and there's a sprayer sitting on top of a barrel here. What is this thing here?
It's actually a tobacco wagon.
Oh,
So
okay.
you would collect tobacco. In this case, this one would be used for spraying tobacco with, pesticides, water in it, whatever needed to
Okay.
be done.
All right. Very interesting. Do we have any idea of when this was used by any chance?
Before I was born.
It's a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. What is this?
I think that they're, is it crop dusters? I don't really know. I got nothing on that one.
Okay, I would think that they maybe would
I have absolutely no idea on that
would
one.
set the
Planters,
plants. Plant closer to the
I was
plant.
not a good one on that one.
Oh,
for
okay,
you,
I
sorry.
got you. All right, very good. All right, let's continue our trek.
All right, sounds great.
Okay. Leslie, now we're looking at some old furniture, and this is a very interesting old, I guess this is a pie safe.
I'm assuming so.
Yeah.
Just because of the inside, you can tell that it's metal and it's got the little indentions. So
Yes.
that, the air could get in and
Right.
cool that pie off. So you'd have a nice
Fresh pie.
piece
Oh,
of
yeah.
pie and
Nice
a glass
hot
of
pie.
milk.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Ice cream.
yeah. So,
And a cabinet.
yeah, chest of drawers.
Right.
I mean, everything and anything really came out of this barn. It's
Yeah,
been
this-
amazing to see.
There's a couple of these here, and this is actually
It's got glass
got
on
glass
it.
on top.
And-
maybe a dresser. Maybe there was a mirror on the back.
Huge possibility.
That wouldn't be a dresser because there's nowhere to sit.
True story.
Okay.
We tried taking the glass off, and apparently it's not takeable, offable.
Not takeable off. I like that. Can I use that?
Yeah,
Okay,
anytime.
thank you.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. We also have another cabinet. This looks like a hutch.
Yes.
This
a
is a hutch with
could
a
be.
cabinet below.
Yeah, I mean, perfect for storing, obviously. Really, actually, still in really good shape.
It is in very good shape. Just strip that paint off, and you'll
Yeah.
have like a new cabinet here.
Definitely. My mom was talking how she thought it maybe a shaker cabinet, which would have had like the little sifter in it
Yeah.
and that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
And huge possibility it's just a cabinet.
Yeah, it's a cabinet. That's what it is.
So,
All right. And there's a couple other things here as well.
yeah.
All right. Very good. I see, Leslie. I'm looking here at these bakery where they would deliver bread into the stores.
Yes, sir.
One is Bitsy Bakery down at the bottom here, and this is Made Right. I'm not familiar with Bitsy, but I know Made Right.
I was gonna say I'm not really too familiar with Bitsy either.
Oh, okay.
But I believe that Grandma and Grandpa kept every and anything just in case.
Just in case, that's right. Well, these make great boxes.
Totes, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
to carry things, you know.
That too.
I'm sure Grandma had. Oh, I know she had a garden and things of that sort. So
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it makes it easier to get it from the field to the house. And
You're right about that. Yeah, go out and pull some vegetables and tomatoes and stuff, and put them in the box and take them on in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
of
there you go.
course.
Okay. All right, Barb, we're standing here at looks like a damaged kitchen sink. Is that what this is?
No, sir, this is a salt block.
A salt block.
They put the ham, the shoulders, stack them down in there,
Yeah,
and
man.
rake the salt over top of them
Oh, man.
to cure them out for that salt meat like old country ham
Oh, yeah.
and that red-eyed gravy.
Oh, yeah. I hear you talking. All right.
This thing is about 18 inches thick, 5 feet long, and about 3 feet wide.
Solid.
Solid.
Salt.
Solid block of salt.
This thing has to have a little weight to it.
Yes, sir. It's all this big tractor back here wants.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So any idea of when this was bought or what, any history about it? Any idea?
I'd say from 1930 or 40 up into 1960, 65.
Yeah, yeah. How is this protected?
It was in the, what they call the smokehouse part of this barn over here.
Yeah,
It was enclosed, sitting on a cement floor,
curing meat.
curing meat.
Oh, baby.
And this lid, once you get it in there, you close it up and seal it up tight.
Mhm.
And that way the little mice and what else can't get to it.
Well, no, they have their own.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, now tell me about this table over here.
This is the chopping block.
Chopping block, huh?
But when we took the pictures and first looked at it, this old hatchet was hanging on a nail up there with a rag
Oh, was it?
right above it. So
How about that?
it's a tree trunk. And most likely it was not cutting with a chainsaw, it was cutting with some of the crosscut saws.
the
around
crosscut
here.
saws down the way here.
This tree is probably right about 36 inches around.
Which makes it an old tree.
Yes,
It
sir.
was old when it was cut down.
Oh, yes, sir. And she's about 8 to 10 inches thick.
Okay. Of course, this is how they did it
That's
back
how
in
they
the day.
And it's well preserved with salt. You can't burn it. You can't do nothing with it except look at it.
You look at it, and if you need to move it, you're in deep trouble.
Be a man when you get a hold of it.
That's right. All right. And this is the way they did it back in the day.
Yes, sir.
Pardon me.
That was all right.
Okay.
I'm used to it.
All right. All right. Very good. Thank you, sir. Just a few days ago, there was an auction held at this property, and a lot of these items were sold, and I hope all of them were. But we've been talking with Barb Williamson and Leslie Ingram here, and I appreciate you letting us walk around and look at some of these items. These items are really interesting. They've got a lot of age on them. I know they've got stories behind them, and I wish we could get better stories or more stories about them. around here, but you guys are so young, you know.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll send you a bill for that.
All right.
All right, we are in Princeton, and where are we?
We're at 4497 U.S. Highway 70 West.
70 West, Princeton, USA, and I thank you very much, folks.
Yes, thank
you.
you.
And we are back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Now, for those of you who are watching something else, we're on Channel 10, so turn it over right now to where we are, and we'll wave at you. Hello. Anyway, Channel 10 here on Time Warner Cable. We're also on Channel 99, which is AT&T UVerse, another cable source here in Wayne County. This program runs at 7 a.m., it repeats at noon, then it repeats again at 5:30 p.m. Thank you for being with us.
That's right.
Cannot believe we've been on the air over 3 years.
No.
It has been over 3. It was September of 2012 when we did our first broadcast
Wow.
here. Yeah, my goodness, we must be having fun. I'm just because
Wow.
it's zoom.
3 years.
3 years. Well, the Mighty Saints of Soul last week.
Yes,
Amazing.
and how about that for Eastern North Carolina weather? We had, you want to talk about some rain that came through?
Yeah, I know.
And wind.
Yeah.
But, you know, it did what it needed to do. The sun came out. It was
Mm-hmm.
the same night. We had business after hours at Goldsboro Builder Supply.
Mm-hmm.
And we had almost 100 people there.
Really?
And the sun started peeking out about 6:20.
Yeah.
And it was great. It
Wow.
was great. And then Mighty Saints of Soul played downtown for the first kickoff of Center Street Jam Series that's going on every other week. And they've got a great lineup. So for more information, you can contact the City of Goldsboro's webpage or DGDC, and they've got the information there.
That's
And they
true.
play till 9 o'clock.
I
It is
know.
a fun night.
Yes.
And guess what we got to do at Business After Hours, if I can share this?
I don't know, can you?
Well, we were real sneaky about something. And we'll talk about this more later.
Have
Small
anything to do with
Business
ferns?
Week, nothing to do with ferns.
Oh.
Nothing to do with ferns. And we'll share more details about Small Business Week. This is national recognition across the country where the first week in May we celebrate small business. Well, at the Chamber, like I said before, we celebrate small business every day of the year. And from the Chamber's perspective, it is the greatest feeling when we get to celebrate with a business that's opening up. Because you're there, you're part of the excitement. There's blood, sweat, tears. I mean, the people put their everything on the line to start up a business.
Yes.
I mean,
It
is a lot of work.
It's
It is
a tremendous amount of work.
sleepless hours. I mean, like it's tremendous what small businesses and any business go through to get off the ground,
That's true.
especially those first couple of years. So from the Chamber's standpoint, we're so thrilled to be a part of that. It's awesome when a business calls you and says we're expanding. That's another
Oh, yeah.
celebration, right?
Yes.
Well, we also have other celebrations where small businesses have run a very successful lifetime of a business, and the owner chooses, now's the time to retire.
Oh.
So we recognized a very special member of the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce that joined in 1938. The business joined in 1938.
Wow.
They closed their doors in 2015, but
Oh.
for 77 years, they were an avid supporter of the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce and certainly that of the business community, and made sure that the men in Wayne County and in Eastern North Carolina were extremely well dressed.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody thinking about who this might be?
Sure, I
Right there
know.
on Ash Street.
Yeah. In Sunrise Shopping Center.
That's right, in
Yeah.
Sunrise Shopping Center. And we were able to get Jerry Best there. He thought he was there for something else. And we're able to just recognize him. So we were able to celebrate him and the great career that he and his family had in Goldsboro, Wayne County.
Talking Best in Sauls.
That's right, Best in
Best in Sauls
Sauls
Men's
Men's Shop.
Shop. That's right.
Yep.
Wow, yeah. So I didn't know they were there that long.
Is that not wild?
Jerry really looks good for his age.
Isn't that wild? I mean, he's just oh, stop. Hush. Hush. Hush.
He doesn't look a day over 70. I'm kidding. I was just kidding. Come on, Jerry.
They're so wonderful. They're so great.
They are
what
great
a great
people.
family.
Yeah,
So
great people.
It was a fun night at Goldsboro Builder Supply, and David Perry and the staff there does a great job. Bethany, of course, sweet
yeah.
Bethany
Yeah,
Perry.
yeah.
She's going to put a creative spin on everything, and she had a scavenger hunt. so that all the attendees, and there were drawing prizes, but she made you go all around their stores in their mill work area where they're creating things. But
Really?
how smart is that?
That's brilliant.
Not
Well,
only
she's
come into
smart
our
anyway.
business, but look, really get to know who we are and what we do.
Yeah. I had an uncle
great.
who was a small businessman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like 3 feet tall. I mean, he was just a tiny guy. You know what I mean?
I don't even know what to do with this, man.
Okay. That's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow. How's that? Is that going to work? That'll work. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time. Whatever the time is, we'll be here. Hope you're there. Until then, I'm Wayne Alley. Here's the trivia answer for today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Which state was the first southern state to secede from the U.S. starting at the Civil War? 1861 it was, and the year was 1861, and the state was South Carolina. South Carolina, of course it was.
Of course
That's where they attacked the harbor there. Anyway, repeat. We'll be back tomorrow at this time, whatever this time may be, blah, 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 blah. And until then, I'm Wayne Alley,
And I'm Kate Daniels.
and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television.